Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to day 3 of the Masterclass for Scum in 2025. And yes, I really enjoyed running over the mountain. I love the nature. I love the feeling of just being in nature, in the wild. We can't really do it in real life. And one thing I want to ask you guys is, since the 1.0 update, the game feels very bright. And when I look at the video quality, it looks washed out. So what I went and did is I went and put my gamma to 2, to like minimum. Before the 1.0 update, I could put my gamma at 2.6 and it still looked great. But since the 1.0 update, even the 2.4 gamma looks washed out at some point. So as you guys can see, the 2 gamma isn't looking too bad. Maybe, you want to play on default gamma of 2.4 for PvP purposes, or maybe you want to put it brighter for PvP purposes. But I really enjoyed running through the forest and running through the mountains. Shadows feel a lot more impactful. Like it feels like I'm underneath the tree shadows. I can see where the shadows are when I rest. So just tell me if the video quality looks better to you guys, and if you want me to keep it at 2.0 gamma, or if you want me to put it back to the gamma that I was on with the previous videos. Okay, so what we basically got from that town is we got the M9 pistol. We've loaded it. Okay, I'm probably going to drop the pistol now, but we loaded it with a magazine. It's fully loaded. I'm probably going to take out the magazine if I have to sell the M9, if I get the M9 as a quest item. I got 2 blue batteries, which is a quest 1, which is quest 1 items. Both of them I got from puppets. So if you're struggling to find blue batteries, killing puppets and searching them will help quite a lot. And yeah, I've got the sexy shorts. I've got the 2 blue batteries. I picked up the small toolbox for the quest item. I've got 10 bobby pins if the game needs 10 bobby pins. And so, yeah, hopefully we only need to do 2 tier 1 quest items, or 2 tier 1 quests to buy the hiking backpack. But hopefully we get to be able to do all 3 quests. That will be very, very, very good for me. So what I'm going to do now is, I don't think I've got a bank card on me. So the first thing I'm going to do is buy a bank card. I've got the new DLC. Valued customer. But like I say, we're going to immerse ourselves. So we're going to buy the classic card. And then we're just going to cancel that card. Even if you destroy it, apparently it doesn't cancel the card, but in any case. So now we've got the card on us, which is going to be important for buying and selling items. So let's see what the general goods trader has for us today.
Welcome, welcome. Feel free to browse around.
Okay, let's hope for the best. Glue, unfortunately, the glue was a little bit difficult to find in the town, and the soap. I don't feel soap is going to be that difficult to find if you search all the bathrooms and all the houses, but I didn't have enough inventory space to carry the glue and the soap on me, so I gave up on the glue and the soap. Bobby pins is great.
I would be really grateful if you could do it with haste.
So we're off to a good start. Now, unfortunately, we don't have inventory space for 10 bobby pins, so I'm going to drop these items just so that I can have 10 bobby pins in my inventory. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Thank you very much.
There we go.
Something for your trouble.
Now I can pick up these items again. Let's see what's next. 5 blue batteries, really, really good. That we found those 2, that we searched the puppets for those blue batteries. And then the air conditioners isn't that difficult. It's sad that it's giving us the glue and the soap. Right? Oh, it's sad that they gave us the grinding stone. So out of the 13 quests, they gave us 2 that there's 13 tier 1 quests. They gave us 2 that we were ready to do. And they gave us three that we couldn't do. Okay, so it gives you 6 quests. I'm gonna have to do the Acorn quest, and the Acorn is all about luck. They can give you 4 to 9 Acorns to
I would be really grateful if you could do it with
touch,
haste.
and we got 7. 7 shouldn't be that bad. So the first thing I'm gonna do is climb onto this, or just jump onto this. So that's Acorn number 1. Okay, I think they removed all the other Acorns. Yeah, I think they removed all the other Acorns. Just want to make sure. But I do feel they removed the other Acorns that were lying about. Let's just run through the trader quickly to see if we can see any exclamation marks. Yeah, there's no acorns on the building and stuff. The acorns aren't going to be a problem, guys. It's really not going to be a problem. No, but yeah, if you're lucky enough to get the 4 acorns, that will really help a lot, because you can get to 4 acorns quite easily. So that's 2, 3. And 4. But the others are a bit difficult. The others are definitely a bit difficult. So we're going to have to go touch 3 acorns somewhere else, which isn't the end of the world. It's really not the end of the world. And we've got the 35 fame that we need. So what's on our list for today? Okay. I want to put the notes in front of me, because every time I look at the notes, I can hear my voice disappearing because I'm turning away from the microphone. So I'm just going to put the list in front of me. Do 3 general trader quests. We are going to do the rest of the Acorn quests. Buy a hiking backpack, buy a sporin bag, buy a pilot jacket or a military jacket, buy a tactical jacket, buy leggings plus a balaclava, buy a biker helmet or a K6 helmet, and that's what our target is at the moment. Because we're going to loot, you might ask, why the leggings and why the balaclava? Because we achieved as much as we could down here. Now, there was a comment like, why don't you craft a chest and just put all the quest items in a chest, and then when you need to do the quest, you can do them. You know, sure, I could bury a chest here and keep looting this area for quest items, but then you have to run up and down and it's tedious. And I want to simplify it for you guys. And we are going to get a vehicle at some point, you know. Getting the quest items are going to be easier at some point. But for now, let's just focus on selling items. Okay, so I think we can sell the dildo here.
Welcome, welcome.
Yeah, we can sell the dildo. We can sell the drawer. We're not going to sell the toolbox. Yeah, we're not going to sell the toolbox for now. Sad that we didn't get the sexy shorts or the toolbox, but that's fine. So, yeah, the dildo and that, we're not going to... The lead plating is very important for a large chest. When I craft a chest, I usually want it to be large. So that's not an insane amount of money, but we're going to do it. And because the quest, we got $1,200. We're just going to select the bank. And and make sure you don't sell things that you clicked on by mistake. Okay. It's good that it gives you a warning. Make sure you don't sell the items that you don't want to sell. Very good, very nice of the game to give us a warning. And then the Rager Alternator is a tier 3 quest, so holding on to the Rager Alternator is a bit useless at the moment. It's $900, so that was definitely worth it. And then in one of the pharmacies, I got antibiotics, a big bottle of antibiotics, which you will see now is worth a lot of money. Look there, $924 for that big box of antibiotics. And then I picked up some painkillers, I'm not going to need the charcoal. I'll keep those painkillers for a quest or if I need them. Okay? If I need them.
Go ahead. You'll need to...
That's 4,700 bucks. And I'm going to sell the shotgun, guys, because, you know, I want to help you guys experience the game completely.
I guarantee you, I'm well armed.
See, there's not a lot of light coming in here, so I really like that. You know, I really like the darkness in here. But again, you guys can tell me if you like it or if you don't like it. So we're going to sell the shotgun. Because I'm going to craft the rifle, I'm going to craft the pistol to show you guys what you can do with that. Okay?
If that thing registered.
So, there we go.
Nobody cares.
Now we don't have an inventory space problem anymore. Now we don't have to put the shotgun over there. Now we can put the pistol over there with our quick slots. And now we can buy the items that we want to buy. So we're going to go over to the general goods trader.
Welcome, welcome. Here's what I got.
And we're going to buy a hiking backpack. Light green or dark green. The dark green is a little bit cheaper. I really like that, but I mean, that's just a cool looking hiking backpack. We're going to do the responsible thing. And now we can put a lot of the loot in here. And you guys can immediately see what's the difference between what we had and what we have now. The loot space. You guys will clearly see the loot space difference. Okay, clearly a very big loot space difference. And again, I think this also, you can use this thing as an exploit as well. I think if you, I don't know if you can cut it up. Do I have the knife on me? Yeah, I've got the knife on me. So, cut into rags. Yeah, I don't know, but in any case, you want to tell me I'm going to get $1,000 for this thing?
Let's see what you have.
Okay, that's wrong. Okay, we're just going to get $220, which is fine. Then we want to go either for the pilot jacket, which is $600, or the tactical jacket. Now, I'm going to be in the snow, so we're going to loot in the snow now. So warmth is important, and this jacket is very, very hot. And it carries the same as that animal jacket that you guys were talking about, or that you guys love. I actually think it's got more loot space. You guys, like, I don't wear the animal jacket a lot, but I think it's actually got more loot space than the animal jacket. I'm not sure. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 by 3. That's 12 slots. I think the animal jacket just says 3 by 3. So if you're going for loot space, this is actually better. This is actually technically better. So we can put another pistol in there if we want. For instance, we can literally put this pistol in there if we want. And we can clearly just, you know, make space. Oh, can't I sell that? $34. I think that's a quest item at some point. I'm sure I'm going to get more than $34 if I hand that in as a quest item. So thanks, but no thanks. Thanks, but no thanks. And then we're gonna need better pants. But I like the biker. I like the bike helmet. The bike helmet's not going to be for everyone because you can't drink. Okay, you can't drink or eat with the helmet on. I think that's a big reason why people don't wear the racing helmet. I mean, it looks cool, but it's not extremely effective. But again, I'm here to have fun, so I'm going to buy it. And it doesn't protect you. It doesn't protect you as much as the other items do. But that's fine. So we can literally put the deagle in there. So that's working out nicely for us. Put the 6 feathers in there. And then we can put that in there. And then we can...
Here's what I got.
I don't think we can sell this.
Let's see what you
No,
have.
and it's dirty. So I'm just going to get rid of it. I'm just going to get rid of it. Okay. So there we go. And since I'm rocking civilian clothing, I'm just going to see. Since I'm rocking civilian clothing, I don't really want... I'm not really rocking civilian clothing because of the backpack. So let's see if they've got anything good for me here at the armorer.
What's up? If you're trying to rob the place, guns come unloaded.
So I'm going to get the balaclava.
Obviously.
I'm going to get a black balaclava. 121 bucks. But look at the heat. 3 heat. Okay. Normally helmet gives you 3 heat. The racing helmet doesn't give you 3 heat. So the racing helmet is actually a good helmet to wear, or, you know, a weaker protection helmet is actually better to wear, like in the desert area, which is a bit weird, but in any case, this gives you 3 heat. And I don't think we're going to need, because of this 5 heat, I don't think we need the leggings. Okay, I think the balaclava is going to be more than enough.
Obviously.
And then we're just going to go for pants. We're just going to see what kind of pants they've got for us. Tactical military pants. Apparently that thing costs 40 fame for some reason. I'm going to go for this. I'm going to go for that. Okay. So as you can see now, we're really progressing with loot space. Okay, loot space becoming not even, they didn't even give us the metal needle. That's sad. That is sad.
Registered. Kidding.
Let's just get rid of this.
Farewell.
And
Guns come
I want to
unloaded.
see if the military boots are just as good as... I like these boots. Combat boots, military boots. Combat boots and military boots. Is there a difference between combat boots and military boots? Interesting. So I'm going to buy the combat boots. I don't like the look. I don't like the look of the... Yeah, I don't like the look of the military boots. But I think we're looking quite all right now. And now the sporin bag. The sporin bag is the last item that we're going to need. And the tactical jacket.
Welcome.
So we're going to go for the sporin. And we already had a sporin. That's terrible. Oh, we just lost 200 bucks. Yeah, that sporin bag of us is fully away. I forgot that we...
Let's see what you have.
That's a little bit sad, but it's fine. And yeah, then the tactical jacket. The tactical jacket is going to give you 4 slots that can't take a lot of weight. But I mean, it's 4 slots. You can put bandages in there, bandage packs in there, a rag, a bundle of rags.
Guns come unloaded.
So it's definitely not useless. There we go, 110 bucks. 110 bucks for 4 slots of inventory. And it doesn't add a lot of weight. Okay, it's literally 4 slots of inventory. It can only carry 1 kilogram. But I mean, how much do bandages weigh? Okay. Like I say, you can put a bandage pack in there. You can put a bundle of rags there. So it's definitely not useless. And I think I'm going to craft myself gloves. I really like the way the crafted... I like what the crafted gloves look... what the crafted gloves look like. And it's very easy to craft gloves.
Welcome, welcome. Here's what I got.
Just want to see what else. I could sell that marsh for 300 bucks.
Let's see
I
what
know,
you have.
I know I picked up that marsh for something. And just want to make sure I've got nothing else that I can sell. I mean, we can sell the deagle. Although the deagle is going to be a very, very powerful... The deagle doesn't have a silencer, guys, but a deagle is going to be a very powerful weapon versus NPCs. Very, 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 very powerful weapon versus NPCs. Okay, I'm just going to test the... I don't know, leave that helmet here. Leave that over there. I'll just see if these boots... Yeah, stand the test of time. And let's go through the list. So, we're going to do the other 3 aircons now. And we're going to put a battery in the cell phone so that we can complete the quest. As soon as we've done the quest. Then we'll just be able to complete the quest. Didn't I put the battery in... Where's my smartphone battery? I know I picked up a smartphone battery. Am I blind? What? Guys, am I going nuts? Didn't we pick up a smartphone battery? I mean, I don't think they'll allow you to sell an item that has something inside it. I'm sure I picked up a smartphone battery. Let me just scan properly because I'm usually quite blind. But I mean, how am I missing a smartphone battery? It's not in there. Let me just make sure. Yeah, I could have sworn we picked up a smartphone battery. Could have sworn we picked up a smartphone battery. What confuses me is that it didn't take the 2 blue batteries. I only had 2 blue batteries. You want to tell me that quest took took the smartphone battery? That seems very, very unlikely. So yeah, if you guys can help me in the comments below to just let me try and figure out what went wrong. And I'm going to craft 6 stone-tipped arrows, since we know stone-tipped arrows are just as good as metal-tipped arrows. But yeah, if you guys can help me, like the battery's not inside the smartphone. If you guys can help me with what the heck I did with the smartphone. I mean, the smartphone battery is extremely important. But in any case. So, hiking backpack done, sporing bag done, pilot jacket done, tactical jacket done, balaclava done, biker helmet done, and our 3 objectives for today in the snow is to loot the prison. Prison is right here. Then the satellite station, which is right here. And then... No, the satellite station is here. So we're going to go prison, satellite, telescope. Okay, we're going to loot that place, and that place. And then we'll come back. And while you're looting these places, try to focus on the armorer and the mechanic quest. You know, like you have to complete the armorer quest and the mechanic quest to open up the medical, and then you don't have to worry. You don't have to focus on the medical, because doing 3 quests at the medical trader isn't going to open up another trader. Very important for you to just open up the traders. Okay, so while you're looting these 3 points, focus on the armorer quest, specifically the M9 flashlight, the M9, the Block 21, and then ammo boxes. If you can, pick up 3 ammo boxes of a certain kind of ammo, pick up the ammo boxes. Maybe you get lucky and you pick up 3 ammo boxes. And then, of course, we'll be able to kill puppets. But again, the mechanic quests, we're going to go to vehicle repair shops. So we need to focus on the mechanic quests so that we can open up all the traders when we come back. Okay? So let's get going. And before I forget, guys, I'm not going to show you how I cook food permanently, but I have cooked corn, corn skewers probably 4 times, but I didn't record it. As you guys can see, my exhaustion is still low, so I'm literally going to buy. Going to make sure we don't run into problems. Going to come to this trader.
Something to eat.
And we're going to get potatoes are a little bit. Yeah, you can do potatoes or corn. It doesn't really matter as long as you get 3, and then you get a mushroom, and then you get 1 dough steak. Okay, just 1 dough steak. Pick that up.
Hit me up when you need a refill, sugar.
And then you're going to go to the general goods trader.
Welcome, welcome. Here's what I got.
Get salt. And get pepper. To add some spice to your life. And no, that's not really a very, very good knife. But I mean, a Bushman is going to be very, very expensive. Yeah, Bushman is going to be very, very expensive. We can't buy a cleaver is expensive. An axe, yeah, we can't buy that. So we're basically just going to use the knife that we have. And all we do is we cut up this bush, pick up the long stick. Actually, we've got enough here, so we're just going to cut up this. And then we're going to craft the small little fireplace. Right here on the snow, why not? And we can't light it, so we're going to click on the 2 small sticks, make a fire drill. I'm not going to buy a lighter or matches, guys. Forget it. And then we're going to go light fire. And we're going to do both skewers right now. So we're going to go vegetable skewer. We're going to add the 3 potatoes. And this is the best starting meal you can get at the start. Before you get the cooking books, before you get a grill, before you get pots and pans, this is the best diet. Okay? At the start. Then we're going to go meat skewer. We're going to add the 1 dough meat, the salt, and the pepper. We're going to start that up. And then we're just going to go over the vegetable skewer with our DLC. Put the 2-minute timer over here. Make sure we don't sweat ourselves to death. We have to focus. We are getting a bit hot. So while we're getting a bit hot, we can always remove a bit of clothing. Yeah. We want to keep our temperature at 36.6. That's the standard. Okay. And that's about it. That's about it. Okay, I want to put my arrows in here. So I'm going to put the salt in there. I'm going to put that in my pants, I think. No, I'm not going to put that in my pants. I'm going to put that there. Because I want to craft 6 more arrows. Cut up this. Got the alarm for the vegetable skewer. Perfectly cooked. 4 uses. And then I'll add a timer for this. Not going to stand there and grow old. So these are 5 small sticks. Is there extra? Don't I have an extra small stick somewhere? Guys are asking what the hell is he doing. I'm looking for a stone. I'm looking for a stone. Let's go get the meat skewer. Okay, so 2 perfectly cooked things over there. And if you play on a multiplayer server, just put it out. You know, leave the lighter here. If, you know, just be friendly. The next guy that comes here can use that fire that it doesn't have to craft a new fire. Okay, so here's the rocks. We need 2 rocks, and then we need a blunt tool. We need a blunt tool.
Welcome, welcome. Feel free to browse
But we
around.
don't have a blunt tool. I don't think we can buy any tools. No, we can't buy any tools. We can craft an axe.
Stay safe.
Yeah, I'm just going to craft an axe, guys. We all know how to craft an axe. I just want to make sure I don't have a blunt tool on me. I'm going to craft an axe. I don't know if I can search for planks. No, I don't think there's a place here. I need a plank. I basically just need a plank, but I've never looked for planks in the traders. If you guys know, if you can just search for planks in the trader, let me know. I don't think you can. But in any case, I'm gonna craft an axe, cut down a tree, and cut down a log into planks, turn the plank into a club. I've got a blunt tool. I've got the bat. Sorry, guys. Sorry. I've got the bat. So now we go to items and we can make 2 of these. So yeah, it's gonna use the bat now. 4%. It took 4% away from the bat. It's fine. We've got a toolbox. So there we've got that now. And with the 6 arrows, I just want to get another short stick here. Get another short stick there. Go to my other 5 short sticks. There we go. And now I can craft the 6 stone tipped arrows. I'll see you guys at the prison. Just 2 things that I need to mention. We are not going to the prison first. The prison is quite a dangerous POI. Yes, I'm doing the masterclass solo, but again, want to prepare you guys for multiplayer. Okay, so going to the prison so early is a little bit too dangerous. You've only got a bow. I haven't crafted the rifle yet, but even if I crafted the rifle and the pistol, I'm not ready to run into a fully geared player. It is close to the trader. Not a lot of people go to the telescope, whatever telescope place. Some people go to the satellite for quests, but I mean, you've got a lot of space to get away here at the telescope place. You've got a lot of space to run away here. If you go into the prison, you're inside a confined space with sentries. Can get very, very complicated. You've got no sentries to deal with here. You've got no sentries to deal with here. So we're going to start at the telescope place, then the satellite, see what we've gathered. And if we're not happy, then we can take a risk and go to the prison. I'll show you guys a very, very easy way to get into the prison. The other thing that I forgot, destroy your card before you leave the trader. Okay? So you just destroy the silver card before you leave the trader. I did buy 2-3 cups of coffee. You can buy raw coffee and just eat it, but the coffee gives you 10% more stamina. And to know if the coffee is still active, just go to your metabolism. If this bar's green, the coffee is still active. Okay, you're getting the 10% stamina boost, which makes you run faster, of course, because the stamina determines, how fast you're running at the moment. Don't look at how long the coffee stays in your system. Just look at when this is not green anymore. And then regarding the combat boots, it works. The combat boots don't get wet. Let's carry on. Another thing that I want you guys to focus on is to not lie down when, just get used to crouching. Like usually I tell you guys to lie down to regain your stamina fast. Just crouch, okay? If you are If you're like resting, you regain your stamina units at 2.5 stamina units a second. If you're passive like I am now, you're regaining your stamina units at 1 stamina unit a second. But it's fine. Okay, it's fine. The lying down the snow will get your clothes wet, which will affect your carrying capacity. And that's not good. And that's that. Like I say, look at the shadows. Look at the shadows. You know, you can feel the shadows with the low gamma. But in any case, you guys can still decide. Another mental note is using the crafted rifle is good. Putting a silencer on it is also good. Like you can use a can or a bottle or an oil filter to use as a suppressor. But using a can or a bottle or an oil filter is in your way. Like the suppressor is so big, it's difficult to aim at your target. Like if I've got a suppressor on the pistol, as you guys can see, I can see where I'm aiming at with a reticle. But if I've got a suppressor on, that's a can or a bottle or an oil filter, it's going to be in my way and it's going to be very difficult for me to pinpoint my shots. So what I want you guys to focus on is finding a metal pipe, some duct tape, improvised magnifying glass, and to craft magnifying glass, you're gonna need a camera lens or magnifying glass. Okay, you're gonna need a magnifying glass or a camera lens and a blunt tool. We've got a blunt tool because we've got the bat. Okay, so you're gonna need a magnifying glass or a camera lens to craft the improvised magnifying glass. And then you can craft the scope. You just need to get to a workbench. Now, adding a scope to the rifle with the crafted suppressor, that's going to enable you to kill NPCs at a distance, which is a lot safer. Okay? And because we've got a pistol, we're not going to craft a pistol. But I mean, crafting a rifle and a pistol is very, 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 very easy. The rifle is literally rope, the 2 logs that you get when you cut down a bush, 4 scrap metal, 2 bolts, and a cutting tool. And then the pistol, what do they call the pistol? Oh, the handgun. Handgun is 2 small sticks, 4 wires, 2 scrap metal, 2 bolts, and a cutting tool. Extremely, extremely easy to craft. And I'm running around with my pistol because if you run with a pistol, you don't get any speed. Your speed isn't affected. If you run around with a bow, you do run a little bit slower. If you run around with a melee weapon, look at how much speed you lose when you're running around with a melee weapon. Also, when you're running around with a big gun, you lose a lot of speed as well. But when you run around with a pistol, you don't lose any speed and you're ready for action. So here we are at the satellite place. If you guys want to correct me in the comment section, it's fine. But there's the big satellite that looks into space. And it's got like a satellite there as well. But this is the telescope. I call it the telescope place. Okay. Again, I'm taking it very, 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 very slow to look for NPCs. I'm going to use this hill. If I see NPCs coming out, I'm going to, use this hill to get away. I want to be close to trees in case poop hits the fan. Okay, there's a puppet. So that's a good sign. There's another puppet. There's a storage facility. Really love the storage facilities. There's like a water place. There's some loot over there. Let's get into silent mode over here. Listen, listen. Puppets walk slowly. NPCs talk and they jog. If you hear jogging or talking, be very, very careful. This puppet is going to complicate things for us, so let's sort her out. And there's 2 more satellite aircons, I mean. There's 2 more aircons. Okay, so we only need 1 more aircon. I'm going inside a building, so I like using a melee weapon, because if a puppet spawns on top of me or surprises me, I don't have time to pull back my bow. I know there's a puppet in here somewhere. I'm gonna smack it with a bow. In here, a puppet. Is the puppet inside here? Yeah. So let's just smack him. Money. There's another puppet. I like to get rid of the threats in my area. Let's see if you can jump through here. No, he can't, so he's going to come around here. He's first going to open up the door. Let's do me a favor and open up this door for him. There we go. Another metal needle, why not? Okay. Yeah, we don't need to use animal skins for anything at the moment. Although, that takes 1 skin. I'm going to craft the water. Yeah, we don't have a canteen, we don't have a water bottle, so we're going to craft the water skin. Okay. I think we've got enough metal needles. I can get rid of this metal needle. And this is bad. It's going to use the thread, guys. The thing that I warned you about, look there, I've got 17 thread. I've got 17 thread. It just used 12 thread because it needed 12 rope uses. It needed 12 rope uses. I did not do what I told you guys to do, to focus on what it's going to use when it crafts an item. I just lost 12 thread uses, which can cost me dearly in the future because I didn't focus on what the water skin was going to use. Okay? So that was a major mistake on my part. It's very easy. I could have cut up clothing. I could have gone outside and crafted 2 rope. And that's a very, very good example that even I make those mistakes. Even I slip up, which is really, 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 really bad. Really, really, really bad. So let's loot this place quickly. I like looting these places. There's 2 boxes here at the back. I don't think I need any more nails. Yeah, no. I'm happy with 10 nails for now. I'm not focusing on base building just yet. I could cut this up into rubber bands, which will help me to craft a metal sword if I need it, if I want to go to a metal sword. Like I told you, a metal sword is my preferred weapon, and you only need 2 rubber bands. I'm going to get 2 rubber bands from that. I don't know why I didn't use the blue wire. I'm sad that I didn't use the blue wire. But again, 2 scrap metal, 2 rubber bands that you can get from rubber gloves. Just make sure the rubber gloves are high durability, so that when you cut it up, the rubber bands are onto low durability. And I've got a toolbox. So I could have already crafted a metal sword, but I'm not focusing on a metal sword right now because I'm happy with a bat. Like I told you, the metal sword is the best if you're good with puppets. I am good with puppets, but the bat is fun. And I like having fun, and you need a blunt tool to craft a lot of stuff, which the bat helps for, and then you need a sharp tool to craft a lot of stuff, and that's what kitchen knives are used for. Nice. Found some milk. That's priceless. Found some milk in this little fridge in the office. Don't know when last I found milk in an office. But that's really, really good. Cigar. I don't smoke cigars. They're bad for your health. Now, one thing I realized is I don't have any bandages on me, guys, and it's really dumb. It's very unexperienced to not have any bandages on you. So any clothing item I pick up, I'm going to make sure that its dirtiness level is below 50% because I want clean rags. So any clothing I pick up now, I'm going to cut up into rags and then make myself bundles of rags so that I can survive. Because if I get hurt now, how am I going to heal myself? Okay, so here we come to the storage facility, and those offices are very, very nice. Very, very nice offices, but this is a storage facility. You get smaller ones inside of towns, and that's like warehouses. I call these warehouses. Like you get smaller ones inside of towns, and that's very, very, very important. Let's just complete the quest while we can. There we go. We've completed that quest. I can hear a puppet. Is he outside? I've sworn I heard a puppet. But okay. These rooms are very, very nice. Sometimes there's offices on the side, but never Never ignore those locations. There we go, guys. We lost 12 users of the thread. Luckily, we got 8 users back. Very, very thankful for that in one of these boxes. 73 dirtiness. We are struggling to find clean clothing. That is a quest item. That is a mechanic quest item. And here we go. There was a server restart, so I have to be careful. Now we go with the warehouse. I think I can hear a puppet. Definitely heard a puppet. Okay, it sounds like the puppet's outside. No. Okay. Yeah, remember the warehouses have got workbenches. You know, like we need a workbench to craft the scope and everything. Remember the workbenches. Don't forget about all these workbenches. And don't forget about the generators. You know, if you get a generator quest, it can help with the generators. And a lot of nice loot. A heck of a lot of nice loot that you can get in these warehouses. And safe. Pretty safe. Sometimes there's even military gear over here. That's clean. Finally, we got something that's clean. And you can get base building materials here, like chainsaws and axes and stuff like that. More rubber gloves. There we go. Just like I said, you can get base building material. See if we can get more clothing up here. I don't usually loot up here, but there's no sentries or anything. So if there were sentries that could see me, then I wouldn't loot up here. But it's quite safe to loot. I mean, it's downhill. And the lockers usually have clothing. Usually. If you didn't get rubber boots, you've got rubber boots now. Okay, not very eventful, but let's put these scissors on a quick slot. And let's cut the shirt, the little cap up. Another tip, you can repair the piece of clothing to get better durability. You know, to get better durability rags. Just a little extra tip there for you guys. I thought I would have been able to cut that up, but I can't cut that up. So, yeah, there's no real need to get onto the roof or anything. So now is the satellite or the telescope. Now it's this telescope place. Which is probably the most important place out of all, out of everything here. Hope I get a M9 flashlight. Now that I know I'm going to open up the armorer, I hope I get an M9 flashlight. M9 flashlight. I have to go get that arrow that I shot into Kingdom Come. Oh, come on. Where did I shoot that arrow to? There we go. Okay, let's get into the satellite array. That's a thin puppet. Very, very easy to take him out. See if my... Okay, the coffee isn't active anymore, but I mean, I don't need the coffee now. I can drink the coffee when I run again. Before you enter any POI, any building, listen for NPCs. Okay. Always listen for the NPCs. Always. And like, a lot of the time you think there's no loot here, but it could be a hidden screwdriver or something like that. Be the guy that searches the places that other people don't search. Thought I heard jogging. There's duct tape. We need that for the scope. So we've already got the one item for the scope. One day they'll fix the puppets just jumping for no reason. Now you've got a bunch of rooms here that run in a circle. I actually think there's 2 lockers. So you're just going to walk in a circle now. Okay. I'm going to see if I can kill that guy. There we go. I'll collect the arrow now. Yeah, there's 2 lockers here. Not that it's good lockers, because I don't know when last I found something good in these 2 lockers, but that's a box of ammo. So that's very, very good. But, I mean, we've got screwdrivers and we've got 2 bobby pins. So let's use it. Yeah, that's the usual result of that one. So my memory is still good there. You can smoke a cigarette to get rid of extra exhaustion. We're just going to sell it. But I mean, a cigarette's way better than a cigar. So if you want to smoke something, you know, smoke the cigarette rather. Gonna make sure we look at everything over here. And then we find bobby pins. Always worth looking. Always worth looking in office equipment. Just slowly gonna do the circle. Open all the doors so that we know where we've been. I can sell that. It's not important, so I'll replace it. As soon as I get something else that's better, I'll just replace it. But I mean, we've got quite a bit of loot space at the moment, so let's utilize it. And as soon as you don't see closed doors anymore, you know you're done. And I think we're done. I think, yeah, this is where we came up the ladder. Okay, so now we're just going to go in. the little office here. Or upstairs, there's an office. That's clean. And that's clean. I cut that up for rags. And here is the main loot, yeah, that you can find. Hopefully we get like ammo boxes or something. There's a new toolbox. That toolbox is weaker, but if I put that in my hands, I can use that toolbox to repair this. Yes. So it used that toolbox. And that is that. Oh, backpack. That's going to give us a lot of rags. I'm not sure what. Who the heck just heard us? Who the heck just heard us? Where can this puppet be that he heard us? I thought he's outside. He's clearly not outside. Just very confused with how he heard us. Very confused with how he heard us. But in any case, let's keep on looting. Nice military containers here. Even if you don't get anything, you'll get something at some point. And like I say, not a lot of people come here because usually the loot is a bit disappointing. But you never know what you're going to get. You never know what you're going to get. And I must say, our timing is a bit unlucky. I haven't seen a cargo drop. The cargo drop lands every 2 hours. But I haven't seen a cargo drop in a while. So I think our timing is very, very off with the cargo drops. And I think we've almost looted everything. Yeah. Oh, and I wanted to cut up the backpack. Okay. Puppet is definitely trying to get to us. What's the... It's clean. Can we cut it up? I don't know where the heck this puppet is coming from. But he has to come up if he wants to kill us. So I'm going to make myself a bundle of rags. 5 rags plus a rag strip equals a bundle of rags. I could have repaired the backpack again. I keep forgetting about that. Could have repaired the backpack so that the durability of the rags are higher, because the durability of the rags affects how much healing it does. And that's that, you know, there's the satellite, and let's loot the rest of the place. What a find, guys. So we're here at the museum, whatever you want to call this place. And look at this. Look at this. 100% magnifying glass. 100% magnifying glass. I want to craft those. Each 2 rags. I like the way the crafted gloves, what the crafted gloves look like. Okay, let's just check here. Oh, I need 2 of them. I need 2 of them. Very, very interesting. Another 100% cell phone, more duct tape. Not a bad place to loot, I must say. Oh, we found another one. The museum. The museum, guys. The museum. At the telescope place. Oh, my word. There we go. 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 100%. That's rare to get 100% one. That is rare to get 100% one. Now we're going to go scope. So we need a pipe. We've got everything. We've got workbenches around us. We just need a metal pipe and we can craft the scope. That's going to be flipper fantastic. I like this place, man. I like this place. It's getting a bit dark, but I like the place. I don't know how much the radio is going to sell for. So, holy poop, the radio's big. I don't care how much the radio sells for. It's way too big. I have to move my butt a little bit here. Okay. Very, very nice. Very, very, very nice. I like it. So then we've got one more place. I don't like rushing, but we've got one more section to loot up there. The sun's going down. You guys are going to struggle to see things. Don't want to die right now. Want to take it slow. Got the pistol. That place is really, 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 really important. These bathrooms have never given me anything. I really like the shadows. I really like the shadows. I like the darkness. I like the immersion. I'm all about immersion. All about immersion. Sorry if you guys can't see a lot. I apologize for that. What is this? Okay, I can't pick that up. Just want to take it slow. Just want to take it slow. Don't want to die right now. We could go see what's in that office. Sunrise and sunsets are always really beautiful in this game. There is loot up there. There is loot up there. You can even search these little things with a nice sound. If it says check, it just means there isn't water inside, guys. Don't search anything that says check. Check just means there's nothing in it. Okay? That's all that check means. If there's something in it, it will give you the option to drink it. More duct tape. Come on, jump over the railing. These puppets are making a lot of noise. If they aggro for so long, they can spawn a horde, which can become a problem. That's why I don't like aggroing puppets. They can spawn a horde. And why aren't these arrows going where I need them to go? But this is a very, very, very nice loot location. You can find yellow screwdrivers in here as well. Holy poop, it's dark. Okay, just for you guys. Just for you guys. There we go. Okay. just so that you guys can see. Another hiking backpack. Nice. We're not going to waste that hiking backpack. We're definitely not going to waste. A lot of people will pick it up and walk with it. I'm not going to pick it up and walk with it. I'm just not going to waste it. That's all. Oh, I keep on forgetting. Repair it. It's dirty. It's dirty. It's dirty. It's dirty. It's dirty. But like with the jeans, if you repair the jeans, and now you cut it up for rags with the scissors, then your rags will be 95%, which is nice. All your rags will be 95%. And there we've just got another bundle of rags. You guys see, that was 2 slots, but it gave us like 5 slots of rags. You know, so what do you want to carry on you? 5 rags or 1 gene? Oh, that weighs 0.6. Damn it. Well, we can always make a plan. We can always make a plan. Okay. See if we can get in. Oh, my word. There we go. There we go. We just found the pipe. We just found the pipe. And it's 100%. Oh, I'm loving it. Oh, I am loving it. I'm loving it, guys. And there's workbench in here. And there's a workbench in here. Goodness gracious. Here we go. Here we go. Improvised scope. One time. And I think the improvised scope should be 100%. Yep. The improvised scope is 100%. Now we can make suppressors. Now we can make suppressors. And now we can make the crafted rifle. Crafted rifle or any gun. It's going to be very useful. And we got all the thread back that we lost. Very, very happy about that. Make sure to search everything, yeah? Make sure to search absolutely everything in here. This is a very, very, very valuable place. Very, very valuable place. Don't miss a thing. Make sure nothing's on the racks or something. Then we're gonna go on. We're gonna go onto the roof. Three screwdrivers. That could have been a yellow, guys. That could have been a yellow. I hurt myself there. Yep, I hurt myself there. I like to just heal it so it heals faster. You don't have to heal it. It will heal on its own. I like to heal it just so that it goes faster. Get in here quickly. Always press tab. Now let's get up here. I don't think I've ever climbed up here, but let's see what this has. Also look down here to see if there's any loot lying on the floor. No. Fishing rod. See if we can do some inventory management here. I don't need the boots anymore. Let's take the fishing line, why not? Don't know about you guys, but I think it was worth the trip. Don't know how much a fishing rod sells for, but I mean, we're going to fish at some point. And then we don't have to buy a fishing rod, so I think that's worth it. I think it costs quite a bit to buy all the fishing equipment. So that's it, guys. Let's return to the trader. It's getting dark. And then what we can do on day 4 is loot the satellite and the prison. Okay? But let's get back to the trader. We have made it back to the trader. And this is why the title of this day is going to be the Snowball Effect. It's not the end of the Snowball Effect, but it's definitely the beginning of the Snowball Effect. And I'll show you guys why. Put the gamma down again for immersion. I'm sure you guys can see something.
Thank you very much. Welcome, welcome.
Okay, 20 hours to
Free
do the
browse
next
around.
quests. Now the armorer has opened up. Again, let's just go get the silver card. It's only $100. It's not the end of the world.
Welcome to the most secure place on the island.
Renew. Yes. Yep.
Please come in.
We're going to get 4 scrap metal. I don't really loot the cars. You can find yellow screwdrivers in the cars. I just want 4 scrap metal. This gives me a lot of scrap over here. So we're going to 1, 2. Put that axe there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just going to collect the scrap metal. You guys are wondering why am I collecting the scrap metal? I'll show you right now. Gonna cut up this bush to get the 2 small logs. And now we can craft the improvised rifle. And it's using the blue. It's using the blue wire and 5 thread. It's fine. And there we go. We've got an improvised rifle. And we can put the scope on it. No, we can't. We need the rail. I think we need a rail. Yeah, so let's keep that scrap metal. We're going to need a rail. But I mean, got the rifle. And we can put buckshot in there, but slugs is a way better bullet. We kill someone really, really fast. Now we're going to go to the armorer.
What's up? If you're trying to rob the place,
Give me the
need some
block.
work. Here is what I got for you.
Yeah, it needs 3 ammo boxes. Flashlight. Come on, give me the pistol. Give me the pistol. It's not giving me the pistol. Okay, that flashlight is quite important. But I mean, the quests do refresh every now and then. And I'm not going to use the buckshot or the 12 gauge. Okay, so maybe I'll find 2 more boxes of 12 gauge. So for now, the only thing we can do is just accept the bow
The
quest.
sooner you get
Which is a little
this
bit
done,
sad
the better.
because we're very close. We're very, very, very close to 50 fame. And we could have bought metal broadhead arrows for 50 fame. So I was really, 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 really hoping to get the broadhead arrows. That would have been a very, very nice snowball effect. I would have liked to take the screenshot, you know, with us having the arrows and everything. But we've got a lot of stuff on us. Yeah, we've got a lot of stuff on us. I think I'm gonna sell the fishing rod for now because I want to use the bow with the rifle in combination with each other, and I don't want to drop stuff all the time. So if we have to buy fishing equipment, it's $2,000 for that fishing rod. And we're only getting 451 bucks for it. That's a bit of a waste. That's definitely a bit of a waste. So I'm rather going to make space. We can fill up, because this is a dam close to us with fresh water. So I'm going to put the cell phone in there. I got another compass, but I've got a military compass, so I can go sell this compass.
All good here, friend. Welcome, welcome.
I can sell that.
Feel free
I
to
can sell the
browse
compass.
around.
I can sell the extra cell phone. Make sure we sell everything that we can sell. I've got enough rags for now. I'll sell that. Yeah, I don't need that. So let's sell all of that.
Let's see what you have.
And then we need to make space for the bat. Okay, the problem that we have now is loot space. But we've got an axe, so we can craft a chest. But we have to hide the chest. Small shovel is 50 fame. Yeah, we really needed that 50 fame for the snowball effect. We could have buried a chest, put all the loot inside it, because loot space is becoming a real problem now. Okay, let's just go through everything. Don't need that right now. I can sell the cigarettes.
Let's see what you have.
Oh, we can sell all those floaters. We can sell all the floaters. Gonna have to give day 3 a different title.
Right up.
We're not really getting a snowball effect here. So I'm just going to take the floaters out of the box. Because you can see the box is only 43% durability. So if I sell the box, I'm only getting like 46% of the value. But if I take the floaters out, I'm getting 100% of the value. And now I can sell.
Is fresh. You can
all,
have me word.
now I can sell all the floaters. Although I don't want to sell all the floaters. I think I'll keep 2 floaters. So I'll sell 8
What
of
are you
them.
selling, son?
And then we need to craft the chest. So we go to base building. We've got the lead. So we need 10 scrap metal, 7 nails, a toolbox. We've got the toolbox. We can get 10 scrap metal here. We've got the lead plating and we've got the nails. So we've got everything that we need for a chest like this. 10 scrap metal. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're triple carrying, but that's fine. And that's it, guys. We're going to craft the chest at a hidden location. And for now, we're going to sleep. Because we've got exhaustion. No, we don't have exhaustion because we've eaten healthy food.
Hello. What is
But
your emergency?
we're going to rest here because we're not going to drop the axe when we rest. And next time we come back, we're going to craft the chest, dump all the loot inside the chest, loot the satellite station and the prison, and then hopefully get the snowball effect started now. We don't have the snowball effect yet, but you'll see the snowball effect on day 4. So yeah, I don't know what I'm going to call today, but if you guys enjoyed this, remember to click that like button. If you've got any questions, anything you were wondering about, leave in the comments down below. For my experienced players, make sure I haven't forgotten anything. And yeah, click the subscribe button if you want to learn everything about Scum. Cheers.